All right, so on to axiom 5. Now that we have planes that are non-empty and angles, we should probably do the protractor postulate. The protractor postulate does for angles what the ruler postulate did for lines. So for every angle BAC, there is a real number called mu of angle BAC, called the measure of angle BAC, such that the following conditions are satisfied. All four conditions are satisfied. First, the measure of angle BAC is between 0 and 180. 0 is a possible angle measure. 180 is not. Remember, we do not allow opposite rays to form an angle. No straight angles. Second, the measure of angle BAC is 0 if and only if ray AB is ray AC. The only way to get a 0-degree angle is if you have this scenario. Third, for each real number between 0 and 180, and for each half plane bounded by ray AB, there exists a unique ray, AE, such that E is in that half plane and the angle measure is R. So this is really the protractor part. So this says you give me your favorite number between 0 and 180. Go ahead, give it. 68. Great. What does that mean? That means here's ray AB. In this half plane, I can make a 68-degree angle, and in this half plane, I can make a 68-degree angle. That's what the protractor postulate says. I can take my protractor, stick it here, and whoosh, right up there. And then 4, if ray AD is between ray AB and ray AC, in other words, D is in the interior of AB and AC, then the measure of BAD plus the measure of DAC is the measure of BAC, and that's going to make sense if you just draw yourself a picture. I'm supposed to bring a side note here. And it concerns this part. So here's our first side note of the semester. The ray is unique, but point E is not. Point E could have been here or here or here or here or here. The point is not unique. This point is not unique, but the ray is unique. That's something to talk about. And likewise, there is a one-to-one correspondence between the angles we can sweep out in a half plane and the numbers between 0 and 180. Does this hold up to your scrutiny of geometry so far? Does this hold together with what you know about geometry, what you came into this course remembering? Do you remember that you can take your protractor, I should probably do it, you can take your protractor, stick the point there, probably turn this a little bit, and that is so not 68 degrees. That is like 50 degrees maybe. So that's really a 50. But is this familiar to you? Is this consistent with what you've done in geometry in the past? I would hope so. Okay, so I've got a couple of theorems that come out of this that we'll do in another video.